So after defeating Drasna, Ash is currently ranked 9th in the Pokemon World Championships, just one place away from the Masters 8. It's only a matter of time before he reaches the top 8 trainers, so today we're going to be talking about the Masters 8, what sort of battles we might see, and who I think the top 8 trainers are, as we're probably getting this pretty soon. So this will be my final prediction on what we could get, so let's get started and I hope you enjoy. So to kick us off, let's talk about some of the trainers that I think will just miss the cut at the end of the series. These are definitely trainers that are strong enough to compete, but you can't have everyone, so some of them just had to miss out. And speaking of missing out, first up is Flint. Flint is currently ranked 8th, so technically he is in the Masters 8 at this moment in time. However, I don't think he's going to be staying there. I just can't see him going all the way. I think he'll end up getting kicked out before the end of the series, and possibly by Paul, which could give Paul some added development for his return. And then we have Alan. Alan is a trainer who is strong enough to make the Masters 8, but we haven't seen him in any trailers, and by now I thought he would have been revealed. With the hype surrounding Paul, I really think they're setting up Paul to be Ash's main returning rival, so I just can't see Alan being in the Masters 8. The same goes for two more trainers that I think are strong enough to be here, and that is Brandon and Tobias. I think it's too late to be introducing characters like this, especially when we already have a lot of trainers confirmed. Of course, as we see with Flint, the Masters 8 is rotating selection of trainers, so anyone could pop in at any time, but I think the final 8 trainers won't have these 4 in. However, we could definitely see these guys again in preliminary battles before the final tournament takes place. Paul could take on Brandon and Cynthia could take on Tobias. There's a lot of potential for matchups here. Finally is Iris. I'm very split on whether or not she will make it into the top 8. I would love to see her there over a certain pick that did make it into my predictions, but I can't really see it happening. Ash and Iris got their battle. I don't think her being in the Masters 8 adds that much plot or depth to the characters. She lost to Ash when he had less experience with this Journeys team, and I don't think she will be stronger than him at this point, although she will be returning as we've seen her in a trailer. So now let's talk about the trainers that I think will finish up in the top 8 spots at the end of the Pokemon World Championship season, and who will all take part in a tournament. And taking the number 8 spot is our boy Ash. He's going to make it through by the skin of his teeth, and I really think he'll be the underdog going into this tournament against champions and other powerhouses around him. But he has proved himself. He is the Alola champ, he is up there with the best, and it will be interesting to see just how well he performs. Next up is the 7th rank, and that is Raihan. He is of course confirmed to be in the Masters 8. We don't know his rank, but I'm pretty sure he's going to finish here, and I think 7 seems perfect as he's most likely going to be the only gym leader to make this spot, so I put him behind most of the champions on here. Next is the spot that I really struggled with picking, and it is number 6, Paul. Paul is coming back. They are hyping him up in the new opening. Is he returning for a one-off episode, or is he coming back for some serious business? We have no idea, and that's what makes this prediction so hard. But if anyone is going to be competing in the Masters 8, anyone from Ash's old rivals, it would be Paul. He is by far Ash's biggest rival in the series, and there's no doubt going to be battling between the two again. Just imagine we get a Masters 8 battle between these two, it would be amazing. In the 5th rank we have Diantha. She was recently shown on TV before Ash's battle with Drasna, so it only makes sense for her to be competing. She's strong, she's battled Ash before, they have history, and with Drasna in 12, Diantha must be higher than her, so I can definitely see her being involved. And then taking the 4th rank is the man himself, my favourite champion, Steven. For me, Steven is a must for the Masters 8. He is a powerful dude, he deserves to be competing for number 1. And I think he would go far in this tournament. I want to see his Mega Metagross putting in some damage. I also think if Alan was to just miss out the cut for the Masters 8, Steven would be a great person to give him that final defeat. In the 3rd spot is Cynthia. This seemed right to me. She's one of the strongest champions. We know that she's going to be competing, but we don't know her rank just yet. She is commonly known as one of the strongest champions throughout the games, and probably in the anime universe as well. So 3rd is the perfect spot for her, and I really can't wait to see her in action. She's appeared a few times already in Journeys, but we are yet to see her go full out. So whether it's Ash, Paul, or some other unlucky schmuck, she's going to be tough to beat. In the 2nd spot is Lance. He was the previous runner-up in the last Pokemon World Championship season, so it only makes sense for him to keep his 2nd rank in here. Sure, he could have dropped a few places, but he has been hyped up from the start of this series. He's been shown in every single ending shot where Ash looks at the Masters 8 future opponents, so I really think he's going to have a big role in this final tournament. And then finally 1st, of course, is Leon. That isn't changing anytime soon. He is the unbeaten champion of the world, and he will remain that until his final battle with Ash, where Ash could end up taking his throne. So here are the top 8 trainers. Of course this could be completely different. They could chop and change this bunch a hell of a lot from now until the end of the actual tournament, but this is what I think makes the most sense as of now. And finally, I want to talk about the possible matchups that we could see in this final Masters 8 tournament, ones that need to happen to make this narrative feel complete. And kicking us off is Ash versus Lance. I've talked a lot about how this battle needs to happen. Lance is the OG champion, Ash needs to take him on for that Indigo crown. This battle has to happen. If it doesn't, I would be pretty disappointed. And then we have Ash versus Paul. Ash vs Paul is pretty much confirmed to be happening. They wouldn't bring back Paul and not give him another battle with Ash. It wouldn't make sense. So if they're going to do it, why not go all out and have them battle in the Masters 8? Create even more history for this fantastic rivalry. And then we have Cynthia versus Leon. People want to see Ash versus Cynthia, and although that would be cool, Ash can't battle everyone. And Leon needs a big challenge before the finale with Ash, so Cynthia versus Leon would be an awesome showcase of 2 powerhouse champions, and it would be a joy to watch. And then we have Steven versus Diantha, another battle that would make so much sense. These two previously worked together in the Kalos Crisis. They both use Mega Evolution, and Ash has already faced a Kalos Elite 4 member, so Steven can be the one to take Diantha down here in the Masters 8. And then we have Leon versus Raihan. Although we have seen this battle in Journeys before, it wasn't the real deal. We could get a bigger, more focused, fleshed out rivalry between these two, as they've had their history. It would be good development for Leon and a good way to show off a bit more of Raihan as Galar's best gym leader. And finally, we all know this is going to happen, Ash versus Leon. It'll wrap up Journeys. Will it be as good as Ash versus Kukui? Probably not, let's be honest, but here's hoping for a very nice ending to this series with a great battle of champions. So that is it for the ultimate guide to the Masters 8. Let me know what you think. Who do you think is going to make it into this final top 8? And what battles do we need to see happen? Be sure to let me know, but thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.